So our new anime begins inside a dungeon, where our protagonist was reincarnated as a drop item from a slime monster. So the girl who killed that slime was about to peel him up thinking Ryouta is a human-shaped meat, so Ryouta woke up instantly to save his skin, but something was weird. Because Ryouta came back as a drop item from a slime. Ryouta couldn't get what's happening, so Emily showed him that the level 1 slime monsters appears here, and after killing them they get bean sprouts as a drop item in Tellula dungeon. Ryouta was at a loss, so Emily told him that every item in this world is dropped by monsters, so for instance Ryouta makes one thing clear, that he's not in Japan anymore. So he follows her, but saw that she's been killing only slime for a while now, so Emily tells him that she's far too weak to pick a fight with any higher level monsters. She needs to at least level up before she takes on a level 2 monster, and there Ryouta saw that everything here is just like a game that comes with HP and stuffs, but unlike usual game stats. It has another page where it shows the drop item status of a person, so the higher the drop stats, that much quantity increases of your drop item, so Ryouta gave it a try to see his own stats. But his stats disappointed him because the highest level he can achieve is level 1, and same goes with his drop status, and with the alphabet count, he's at the S rank in drop item rank. Emily thought he got the lowest rank in drop item status, but if this goes by the gaming rule then the S rank should count even above A rank. So Ryouta wants to give a try. So he took Emily's hammer, but his power is even lower than her that he couldn't even lift her hammer. So to help him out, Emily took out a bamboo spear that suits him, and then comes Ryouta's first kill of level 1 slime, but it dropped a bunch of bean sprouts. So Emily found it odd because in her 2 years of experience as a level 1 she never got this many bean sprout after one slime kill, so this confirms that Ryouta got an S rank in drop item status. But Ryouta got hungry after that, so Emily cooked him some of those sprouts, and these sprouts were the best he ever had in his life. Emily was pleased that Ryouta liked it, so she gave him some sprout soup, and it was also delicious, but these warm food brought back some depressing memories that he cried out. Because in his previous life he was always alone, so he always worked overtime and job and eat cold food from convenience store, so that ruined his health and he was hospitalized. But after getting healthy he once again got to the same routine, and one day as he took a nap, he died in his sleep, and the next thing happened was that he was dropped by a slime as an item. So this feeling of eating warm meal with someone after this long made him cry, and there Emily comforted him gently, saying that all of his past hard work has been rewarded now. They stayed like that for a while, and after that Ryouta wanted to find a place to stay, so Emily told him about the nearby town. But she's gonna spend her night in this dungeon because she couldn't earn enough money from her dropped items, but still she gave Ryouta this bamboo spear to help him out. Ryouta wanted to return this favor, so she told him that he can find her in this dungeon anytime. So he goes to the town and learned that his bean sprouts were worth about 200 coins and a lodging is about 2,000 a night. So Ryouta collected many of the drop items and brought Emily to an old house that he started renting from his 3 days of earning. And he will pay the rent of 20,000 per month, and gave the house keys to Emily because he rented this house for her. Ryouta wanted to repay her for her warm soup and her kindness for that spear. But Emily saw how hard Ryouta had worked, that his whole hand was bruised, and also he got bags under his eyes because of extensive fights, so Ryouta was about to leave, but seeing this, Emily wanted to cook more of the soup for him for the rest of her life, and Ryouta got her gesture that she wants him to live together in this house. Then Ryouta gets to guild to exchange his loot, and Urza once again mispronounced Ryuta's name. Ryouta got 2,000 coin for today's loot. So he wanted to try out second level of the Tellula dungeon for a higher loot, so Urza told him that slimes on the second level drop carrots. But recently there's a new dungeon that was discovered, but she still had hard time pronouncing the name, but Ryouta got it right because it's a Japanese name, Nihonium. And the one who found the dungeon is Neptune group, one of the strongest group around. But there were others in the line, so Ryouta was about to leave. But Urza asked him to accompany her to a new shop that serves nice beer, but Ryouta is such a late bloomer and told her he'll go with her some other time. Then Ryouta was a bit nervous because it's first time that someone was waiting for him at his home, even so with that feeling he gets inside, and Emily was already waiting for him. She cleaned the whole house and made it fully new, because she never really had a home, so that feeling got her excited. Then she gave Ryouta a hot towel, and that hit the right spot of relaxation. Ryouta told her not to overexert herself in work, but doing work on her own house gives her immense pleasure, so she can't contain herself and goes all out. So then Ryouta told her about that new dungeon, and even Emily had heard about it, but it's a useless dungeon because it never drops any item from monster kill. So Ryouta got there himself and got a warm welcome by this bones, and his spear is useless against it but not his luck. So while it was under that pillar he broke that pile of bones and it drops a seed item that vanished right away, so the narrators inform him that he gained +1 HP from this. And as he checked his stats his HP did went up but without leveling up, so he tried to give that seed to Emily, but other than Ryouta no one can touch it as he killed many of those skeleton. And also Ryouta could hear narrator's voice but no one can, and so he raised his HP level but his main level was still stuck at 1. So their exploration confirmed that this dungeon is for Ryouta to level up without leveling up, so after some time as he was again enjoying Emily's hand-cooked omelette, Ryouta told her that he had maxed out his HP up to S rank and now he is about to explore level 2 of the Tellula dungeon. But Emily was worried about him as he's always been reckless, like when he exhausted himself to rent this house in just 3 days, and looking back in his previous life, no one was ever been worried for him, but now it was different so he promised that he would get back home before nightfall. So with that he gets to 2nd floor of dungeon and there he fight with a sleepy slime and killed it. From this he got a carrot as a drop items, but when second one was coming in, a fireball took it out from a distance by adventurer, but those adventurer were outright rude to Ryouta and when they saw that Ryouta is level 1 they made fun of him and left. But there was a bunny girl right behind him, her name's Eve and she doesn't like weak people, so she gave Ryouta a hand chop and then she left him in confusion. Ryouta was confused and his thoughts were obvious, but then he exchanged those carrot and got 8,000 coins and he also saved enough carrots to bring back home. But then Eve comes again and again she rubs it on Ryuta's face that she doesn't like level 1 weak person, she really followed the dude just to tell him this. But she got a mood change and told Ryouta that she loves him. Well that's one weird chick, if she loves him then why does she rubs it on Ryuta's face that he's weak? Well we'll find it out on the 2nd episode when it gets aired, but till then subscribe the channel for more anime recap and recommendations.